Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Riley, aka Riley the Great. You are now tuned in to another episode of the Millennial Mayhem Podcast. I have my bros with me.
We here. This nigga just flew through that.
I'm so through it. We got
You're
Sir
not
Tony
tuning
D
to the
in the
Middle
building.
Man Podcast.
We got Sir Tony D up in the building. You know, militant
What up, B?
millennial, and we got the abominable light skin young Ray Matthews. What's good?
Yeah.
What's going down, G? Y'all doing all right today?
Yeah, man, what's happening?
Shit, nothing. It's been a rough week. It's been a rough work week. So
Okay.
I do appreciate y'all for, you know what I'm saying, setting this up. I mean, we over here collabing and making sure that we do this tonight because boy, I
Uh,
needed I needed to vent a little bit.
nah, don't
What
thank me,
happened?
thank Ray.
What happened? What they doing to you?
It's so it's a lot of growing pains, a lot of new people, a lot of growing
Yeah.
pains, a lot of things that some folks are not familiar with, that I have grown to be familiar with throughout my career. And it's just it's time. It's you got to stymie your expectations when you're coming from a place that's been doing it a certain way or doing it like in your opinion the correct way, and then you go to another place
Mhm.
that's kind of learning how to do it the correct
Their
way.
way.
So it's just about being patient, man, and understanding that everybody doesn't have the same experiences, and just apply your knowledge to it and help them get to where you are, or help them elevate the company as a whole. So the last 3 or 4 months. It's been a journey, but I am enjoying my new job. So, but yeah, man, this week is man, it's crunch time on one project, and everybody is sending me email after email after email all day, all night, and then everybody works in different time zones. So I'm getting emails 8 some days, getting them at 4 in the morning. It's all over the place. But we gonna get through it, bro. Gonna get
Well,
through it.
Yeah.
chop shop. Well,
You know what
chop
I'm
shop.
saying?
Let's get it. Let's
So,
get it, bro.
I'm gonna make it straight. I'm gonna you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
ain't got no choice. You ain't got
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
choice.
Straight up, straight up. But what's going on with you guys, man? What's going on, Ray?
Oh no, I was ready to come in here hot. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was driving over here and I called in. I mean, I didn't call in. I went to the link through the email, Tony, and because he sent the little, his little text, let me
Yeah.
know that y'all got it. So I thought, hey, let me jump in here early, say what's up to my dog, and then once I make it home, I'll rejoin. I get in here. This man he ain't even put the headphones on to say, hey, what's good? He just sitting here, ain't move, ain't acknowledge nothing until I text. So I was ready to come in high. I really was ready to slap you, Steve. I ain't even gonna lie.
What you
If
ready
it
to
was
slap
in
me for?
person, because I don't know. I feel like you should have just picked up the headphones and said, what's up?
What's that?
Man,
I don't know.
I didn't have them, bro. I didn't have them, bro. Sorry.
You should
Did
have
not.
went and got them. You was over there doing whatever you was doing. Tony, I was hot about it. I had to calm down. But
Yeah,
besides
you
that,
good. Oh, no.
besides that, it's been good, man. It's all good. Just getting ready for everything. It feels like well, thankfully for the wedding, I haven't done anything. Taylor has been pretty much handling everything. Shout out to her
That's what's
because
up.
yeah, it doesn't feel stressful for me at all. Yeah. So I've been chilling, bro. Getting ready for
That's
busy
what's up.
season at work too.
That's what's up, man. That's
Yeah.
what's up. I know Tony been up there, running these marathons and
Man, I ran in January, bro. I ain't been doing nothing since, really.
you ain't
Like,
been doing nothing.
not really. I think well, I just started back running like this week after a little hiatus. Let's see. I think when I ran January, like I forgot, I think like the 12th or something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
then kind of stopped for maybe like 2 weeks, and then I, just got out and dabbled. But after what was it, February 11th, Brian ain't run again until Saturday when I was in New Orleans, and
Oh,
all
for
I
real?
did was run from where I was staying to City Park, which was like a mile and 3/4.
Shit, it look
So
like you damn sure ain't been cutting your hair, cause
no,
you don't
bro.
never
So
keep your chin strap in order, bruh.
no, my chin strap is in order, bro. I
Man,
got that
that
bit.
ain't oh, that is that trimmed up, you show?
Yeah,
You out
I got
here.
Steve,
it
boy,
trimmed.
Steve looking for he looking
Yeah,
for a
like
lane to
bro.
hate.
Bro, boy,
Nah,
his boy
but
Who needs
hey,
enemies?
yeah, right. Who needs enemies when you got Steve as your cousin, bro?
I'm just saying, bro, like,
Yeah.
keep that stuff together, bro. You out here. Look like you
Nah,
just fresh off the, boat over there
nah.
fixing
I was like
shit.
for a minute though. I ain't gonna lie to you. So my barber went to jail, and I was like, well, man.
Every time he say that, I can't.
I
Bruh,
mean, he
heck
did.
no.
So that's how I started growing because I was like, man, look, it was super convenient. Like I had got the ultimate convenience because he would come to the house. And now it was like, all right, now I got to go find a whole new barber. And these days, a lot of barbers have gone completely diva. You got to sign, you got to book 2 weeks in advance. Some of these niggas talking about you got to do. I shouldn't even say that. Some of these people talking about you got to do a deposit. And look, bro,
He
dog.
frustrated.
Deposit?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
like,
hell
bro.
Shout out Mo.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've been going. Well, both of y'all been going to Mo for what, years, man.
Yeah, we've been going there for quite a while, bro.
Yeah, but it's all good. Like well, thankfully he's out now. I'm just waiting on him to get back on his feet. I ain't gonna cut this off just yet, though. I'm having fun growing it.
You having fun going. So what you gonna do with it?
I don't know. Probably
Tony
leave it
gonna get
nappy
them.
like it is.
Tony
All
say
right,
he gonna get them locks.
this boy.
Nah, I might go Cornell West with it, bro. You want to call me what a millennial militant?
Militant millennial.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What better person?
Man,
uh,
man,
but I need you to stop hating, bro.
Steve don't like that at all.
you
Need
gonna
you to
be on
stop
that
hating.
CNN arguing about what black folk need and what they don't need and stuff. Man,
Nah, I'm done. I'm done arguing with what black folk need.
Oh, Steve, bro, Steve hating on you as much as I was hating on Bam this morning. God dang, man.
Why hate on Bam, dog?
That was bull. he
Man,
wrong. He wrong for doing it how he did it, man. He should have just sat down.
man, nah. Here's the thing, bro. Anytime you score 31 in the first, you might as well just go for the gusto. Now, here's the thing. I think he had like 50 something at half.
that nigga was cooking.
Bro, if through 3/4 I got like 60 something, nigga, I'm going for the gusto. I don't
He
like
was cooking.
everybody should. Like, if you got 60 something third quarter, go for it. Like, in my opinion, I said it when I was on Twitter. I was like, yeah, he finna break Kobe record. Cause I really don't care about the 100-point Will Chamberlain record. They ain't showed a clip of that game ever. So like,
It's still a
bro,
record. It's still a record.
Yeah.
yeah, prove it to me. But they prove everything else, but can't prove that. But regardless, like I knew it was gonna be some backlash because I was like, boy, he finna break Kobe record, and all them Kobe stands finna go to town on that boy. And what happened? Boys couldn't even say congrats on scoring 70. Like it's Bam. Like no, like it's Bam.
And
That's
I'm a
Nobody
fan. I'm
expected
a
that kind
fan.
of output, bro.
I'm a fan of Bam, but I haven't even I didn't even watch the game, but what I don't appreciate is the fouling to get there. That's the part I don't like, man. Just play the game. If you break it, in the flow of the game, then you break it in the flow of the game. But fouling the other team so you could get more, what I'm saying,
opportunities.
opportunities.
Yeah.
That I don't,
Yeah.
I don't, I don't, I don't rock with that. But hey, I'm happy for. I wasn't really upset about it. It is what it
Yeah, I
is.
know you wouldn't, but you know
Yeah.
how. Yeah, but here's the thing: David Robinson did that, but he won a scoring title. They kind of forced the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like when he scored what 72, like kind of forced the issue. But again, bro, nobody's going to talk about Bam and his 83, not unless they bring up the top, you know, the top five scoring games ever. That's the only
Yeah,
time they're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
bring it up. Like, who really brings up, bro? We talk about Kobe because it's Kobe, so we're gonna talk about that 81.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Devin Booker scored 70, Donovan Mitchell scored 71 or 72, I think. Who else did it? Lillard did it. Embiid. Bro, don't nobody talk about them.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
even cares. Like, no, nobody has said anything, bro. Ain't nobody. They're not Kobe. They're not Will Chamberlain. Like, they're not. They are great players, superstars, but they not Kobe. So ain't nobody gonna talk about that no more.
I think it's
It
just
is
the
what it
fact
is.
it's the caliber of player that broke it. So for me,
Yep.
I expect so if Ant Man had done it, I think everybody would have been on board. I mean, you still would have had your Kobe, your Kobe naysayers, your Kobe fans. That's like, oh, that's crazy. But if it would have been some preeminent like up and coming star that we know has a trajectory to go ahead and take the league by storm, which he has already. If he was one of the ones that break it, I think it would probably be like a pass of the torch type deal. This ain't a pass of
Yeah.
the torch type deal. Bam ain't that. I mean, Bam is a solid player. He's a good player, but he ain't, he ain't top five,
Franchise
top five in the
changer.
league. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not one of them guys. So for him to break one of them guys' records, well, shit, not even one of them guys, the guy of his era, it just it man, it kind of leave a sour taste in your mouth, man. I don't want to seem like no hater, bro, because 83 is 83, but it's Kobe.
Man,
And
in
I'm
my
not even a Kobe
I
fan, like
get it.
Kobe.
I get it. It ain't no sour taste in mine. Wanna know why? Cause he ain't a superstar. It's gonna happen, bro. Ryan Fitzpatrick threw 6 touchdowns. Who gives a damn? Like, who he threw 6 touchdowns in the game? Who cares? Like, it's just a record. Like, we're forever gonna talk about the players who meant a lot more to the game than just a record. That's why I don't
Yeah.
care. We'll,
Yeah,
we'll
nah.
always talk about the players, bro. We'll always talk about the players, man.
Nah,
Always.
that's
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Nah. So who's the guy that had the most rushing yards in a season?
In it, right?
No, it wasn't in.
Nah.
Who,
It was my
who
man
had
that
it?
played for the LA Rams. Uh I forgot his name. Ballhead dude. He ran for 2,100. He called
Ball
them
head
up.
dude.
Yeah, he played for the
Eric
Rams for a
Dickerson?
long time.
Oh, oh no. It wasn't Eric Dickerson.
He played for
I
the
forgot who was
Rams.
in it.
Who was
It
that?
wasn't Todd Gurley either.
Oh, fuck.
Nah,
Excuse
he
me,
not
man.
ball headed.
I'm about to change this
I
person.
know. I'm thinking about the
You
Rams.
just
I'm
throwing
thinking about the
names out,
Rams.
yeah.
Man, I don't forgot. But regardless, man, you gonna talk about the players more than you talk about that record. So I don't know why everybody panics in a bunch, man. Just don't talk about it. Just talk about Kobe. That's
Yeah, it
what we
is
do
Eric
here
Dickerson. You said
anyway.
it right. Yeah, it was Eric Dickerson.
It was Eric
Yeah,
Dickerson. Okay.
he rushed for 2105. He is
And he,
elite. He's
yeah,
elite.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Right.
he was an elite guy.
That's
But
what I'm
that
saying. So, but if somebody if so, this is my thing. If AP would have broke that record, it would have been like a passing of the torch because he's also an upper echelon running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we look
Right.
at Kobe like this, but Bam like here. That's why that's the whole thing about it, bro. Like, even if what's my man that played for Philadelphia, the running back that played for Philadelphia right now?
Saquon.
Saquon.
Saquon would have broke it last year. I think that would have been like a pass to the torch. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an elite player. But this right here, just don't. I don't even think it's good for the NBA. To be honest with
What?
you, I don't think it's
Who
good for
cares?
the.
Nah, it can't be. It can't be that serious, bro.
I don't even.
No, it's that's
I,
what I yeah.
I
Thank
don't
you,
think
Ray.
it's
Because
Bam,
I'm like,
Bam,
bro, hold on,
Bam,
hold
Bam,
on.
Bam is solid. He not and he a little better than the solid you probably giving him in your head. In my head, he is. He's not as consistent. That's what make him not as solid.
he
I
averaged
mean,
19. He's solid.
yeah,
But
yeah. He's
he's
just
not
not
elite.
consistent though. he has games where he explodes for a lot of points, a lot of rebounds. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Bam is cold. He just I don't know what you know what I'm saying he's missing to get to that next level, or why he hasn't got to that next level. But when he first came in, everybody thought he was gonna get to that next level.
Hey,
Everybody
bro,
thought who?
Bam.
Bam.
I mean, he's been to the finals. Listen,
Yeah, he was
you know,
he's an athletic big.
and he was a catalyst for the Heat to get there. So
Yeah,
let's not act like hey, Steve. You making the face already, bro.
I
Let's
get
not.
why he making the face, because Bam has been like consistently on the bad side. You know what I'm saying, more than he's been on the good side.
Yeah, but
But 19 is good.
19 ain't it's not
It's
elite.
How
nobody.
old is
Nobody
Bam?
expected the scoring output, and that's okay, bro. Nobody expects, bro. Again, you score 31 and a quarter. Say, bro, go for the gusto, cause you ain't gonna have it. Like you ain't gonna have that opportunity again. Like
Yeah,
he's not that kind of offensive player, so he ain't gonna have that again. Like the offensive players that'll do it, your Dames, your Bookers, your KDs, Stephs, offensive players that can really score. All right, cool. They may not have to do it, but somebody like Bam, he scored 31 in the quarter. Man, you better go for all the points you can get.
yeah. Just don't be fouling people early in the shot clock to do it. That's what made me side with Steve a little bit. Cause I just think that's weak, dog. Like good players don't have to do stuff like that. Like Kobe did, he didn't have to. I'm sure Wilt did. Of course, they haven't showed a clip about it, but I'm sure they wasn't out there fouling people late so he could get more opportunities. Like
Yeah,
that's
we was just
weak.
scoring every time. Scoring
Yeah.
every time he got the ball.
Man, I don't know, but I will say this, man. Shame on Washington for starting to play defense way late in the game. Like, bro, if somebody stole 31 on you as the opposing team, you gotta switch up your defense. Like, it's not working. 31 and a quarter. Hey, bro, I'm
Yeah,
gonna change defense because this boy is lighting the whole team up. So
yeah.
shame on them for that, bro.
They trash, and he
They
trash too.
they trash. Barbecue garbage.
Where's the button?
Man.
You got a button for them. They need a donkey of the day button.
Exactly, bro. Because that was just a poor display of basketball. That's why I said I don't think that's good for. I don't think that's good for basketball, bro. I don't think it's
Yeah,
good for basketball for players of that caliber to be breaking players of Kobe's caliber records. I don't think that's good for
Man,
basketball because people already think basketball is not what it once was, and they already think it's so much space and it's so easy to score, blah blah blah. And now we got people that are not even in the upper echelon of the players that are in the NBA now doing things like this. It
well,
I mean this is basketball better. They better get their stuff together, bro, because
hey,
the
look.
popularity is going down. LeBron on his way out, Steph on his way out, and
Yeah,
who's gonna carry that mantle after that?
none of them youngsters want the mantle, bro. So you can't like that's not on Bam. None of them youngsters want the mantle. So hell, the NBA is doing it to themselves, honestly. Like as a collective whole. Like that whole sitting out when you really not hurt and missing games and stuff like that. Hey, that's on the NBA. They gotta figure all of that stuff out.
That's what I'm saying,
But
bro.
I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not good for the game. Like, man, it is what it is. Like records are gonna get broken, dog. You can't do nothing about it. You can't be feeling a certain way behind who breaks the record. If you want to be upset about how it was broke, cool. But who broke it, man? Don't nobody. Like it doesn't matter, bro. There's plenty of records across all sports that nobody even knows them people because we
Man,
don't talk about records. We talk about players.
all right, now we just talking about the same thing over and over. Forget that team. I'm gonna go to my Texans, bro. My shout out to my Texans for finally getting, and I gotta be honest, finally getting a big white offensive.
Going back to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get back to getting the
Yeah.
big white corn-fed mofo that likes that just likes to fish, is not a fashionista.
And,
Will get out
and
there and,
hunt.
and hunt. Get one of them. And this kid,
Not a fashionista.
Braden Smith, I went and looked at this dude IG page just to see what he was about. Bro got a picture of him catching a bass in the
Yeah.
picture. What, you know what I'm saying? With his fisherman hat on and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, and he from Kansas. Cause we had a long conversation. Some of my friends and I had a long conversation. I was like, bro, we need some white people on the line, like some white people from either like Wyoming, uh, Kansas, Ohio,
Iowa.
Nebraska. We need some big corn-fed offensive linemen from those places that just like to that are not divas. They're not trying to be out here and be seen. Hey, I want to protect the quarterback. I want to get my bread. I want to go fishing. And I'd be god darn if they finally go ahead and did that like I wanted them to. So
And
shout
what
out
is
to the
he?
Texans
What,
for doing
six
that.
six?
He
What is he?
big, yeah, 6'6", former player for the Colts. He was a
Yeah,
tackle for them last
I
year.
know he played
Yeah,
for the Colts, but
yeah.
like 6'6", solid 315, something like that. Hey,
He
that
can
boy,
move. He can move. He's
yeah.
stout at the point of attack. He's been a solid player in the league. So now I don't know what they're gonna do now, because I know they re-signed what's his name?
Trent
What's
Brown.
Trent Brown. And then
I
they
think
got
Trent probably gonna end up being a swing tackle, bro. I think Braden gonna beat him out for that right tackle. But the thing about what the Texans now are looking at is left guard and possibly center. I've heard Wyatt Tiller and Zeitler. I may be saying his name wrong, but those are the two that I've been hearing them linked to as far as the rest of the offensive line. But I know they're gonna get one of them draft. They're gonna get somebody out the draft as well too.
So yeah, if they handle their business like that, we already got the gentleman from Philly. What's the safety's name?
Oh, Reed Blankenship.
Blankenship. We already got
Mhm.
Bree Blankenship. Then he gonna fill in. I
That
think for
that
the likes of Jimmy Ward, that's a big time pickup. I think
yeah,
that's gonna shore up that back end of the defense.
bro.
Um, we might have to draft for depth. I think we're gonna have to draft for depth when it comes to the linebackers, since we did lose Christian Harris, even though he wasn't really playing much. I think we're gonna draft for depth there. Probably gonna get a defensive tackle in the draft too.
Yep.
Shore up that line, and I think we gonna be straight, bro. So hopefully them boys handle it like they supposed to, dog. But I'm getting excited about that new season, man. I'm getting
So what
excited
you
about
think?
the new
Hold
season.
on. What you think about David Montgomery, bro?
That's excellent pickup.
That's big,
Excellent,
yeah.
excellent
Yeah,
pickup.
I yeah.
But the thing
The
about
O line is the big piece. That's the
absolutely,
big piece for them.
that's the big piece. I mean, David Montgomery is a good running back, but he's not a scat. Not a scat back. He doesn't have crazy over the top speed. That was Jameer Gibbs. This is
Hmm.
Knuckles, right?
Hmm.
So we got Knuckles. We didn't get Sonic. We got Knuckles, and I don't think we have a Sonic. So you know,
Running backs are easy though.
I
You
don't.
you can you can find a running back. A fast running back, yeah, you can find a fast running
You
back.
can find a fast running back. You can't find one that has the vision and the
Uh,
wiggle to make sure he gets positive yardage on every one of his carries. That's our thing, man. We got and it's hard to find a guy that's big enough and with the speed to take the punishment that comes with that position. That's the thing, man. A lot of these guys are 195, 200 pounds. It's hard to find like what's his name? What's his name? Josh Gibbs, the guy who played for the Packers. The running back, he's like 6 feet. He played for Alabama. He's like 6 foot, 225 pounds, around like a 4'3". It's hard to find that. You can't find that, you know. So Tony, you're muted. Sound like you're muted, dog.
Oh yeah, he definitely muted.
Yeah, you out of there, brother.
Yeah, he definitely muted. I just feel like when they get that offensive line together, they can figure out the run game and everything else. They get the receiver weapons healthy, offensive line gets bolstered up. They'll be straight on offense. They'll be straight on offense.
We're gonna see. You gotta get that boy Coleridge on board. That's all. Get Cole.
So
He already.
move on, move on.
All right, all right. I'm just saying, bro. Everything kind of centered around Coleridge, bro.
It's a new season, man. It's a
Look at
new
that boy.
season.
That boy Tony look like Red Fox on Harlem Nights when he had to use them glasses to watch the dice, bro. I'm a,
Benny, Benny Snake Eyes.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, man. So hopefully everything goes well with that, bro. But like I said, I'm super excited to see what they're gonna do. I have more confidence in what's his name? Nick Casario, because at first I was looking at him like he don't know what he's doing, but he's proven to be like a legitimate GM. So congratulations to my Texans. We're gonna make this shit shake and we're gonna do our thing. What
Yeah, they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be ready.
yeah. Um oh
Y'all been
also
go ahead.
Also, since we're talking about football, I also want to let everybody know that, me and Tony D got our season tickets for that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to PV. PV, we
Yeah,
got,
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
what I'm
Was
saying?
is in there.
Yeah, for our alma mater, you know what I'm saying? We have to represent, for the hood like we should, you know what I'm saying? So I know this year, I mean, we talk about going to the professional games, but also at the same time, we need to go represent for the HBCUs. We need to go represent for our school. So we
Yeah, we
definitely gonna
definitely
be making
need
some games this year as well, man. So that's gonna be on top of the docket once football season starts because I'm loving what the coach is doing. I like the the collaboration that he did with Dion. That was dope. His speech was awesome. I'm loving how the success that they had last year. So they need us, and not just me and Tony, but they need everybody. So I think this is the perfect time and for me to go ahead and advocate for mofo's that have attended HBCUs to go back and go support, go check them out. You know what I'm saying? Get out there with your pom poms, or go out there and go get you a drink and just root them on, man. Not just the band, but the kids out there sacrificing their bodies and their time, and also trying to go to school, get their grades. Go out there, go support them as well because they need that support just as much as the band does.
Yeah.
And
To
I'm
be
a
honest, PV has been the only, like, I think most other HBCUs have a good following. Well, let me say this within the SWAC. I only speak on the SWAC because I don't know nothing about the MEAC and
yeah,
none of them other conferences. But within the SWAC, hell, Southern travels
yeah,
all over. Grambling
yeah,
got a good following.
yeah,
TSU is good. Jackson State is always, traveling. BB's been lacking. So to see, because I think they sold out of season tickets for like certain main sections. I don't know if the general, is still open. I don't know how that works, but I do know like those assigned seatings are gone.
yeah,
Like, and they were gone day one. So
yeah, yeah.
it's really, really dope to see how far we come, and I'm excited for next season, bro.
Yeah. We want to keep this coach here for a little while, so we got to go support. If Dion's time at Jackson State didn't teach us anything, it definitely should have taught us to go support, especially if
Yeah,
the staff is doing what they need to do. They're already not making that much. They're not making that much money. I mean, they're making good money, but you know, if they're super successful, they could be making money elsewhere.
yeah.
So at least like
Compared to their counterparts in power,
yeah,
the big schools. Yeah,
right. So let's give them that the support that they're asking for, and that might persuade them to stay a little bit longer than what they possibly could. They can probably dip and stay a little while longer just because of the camaraderie that the school spirit and all the rest of that stuff is building around them. So yeah, man, yeah. Shout out to PV. you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's up?
Indeed.
What y'all got, man? I know Ray wanted to talk about this world being a bit chaotic. So what's on your brain, Ray?
Nah, man. So, uh, I don't know what sparked it. I think that I was at work. Oh no, that's what sparked it. I'm sorry. So we were at baseball practice a couple nights ago, and a couple of dads was in a circle, just talking, and somehow I was paying attention to the conversation, but I really wasn't paying attention to the conversation. But somehow, um, the Iran got brought up, and one of the guys that was out there, he's former Navy, and it felt like he got real like serious and like a little bit emotional at the same time. And he's like, man, he was apologizing to another one of the days. He's like, man, I apologize. It's just the situation that's going on right now is really close to me. I was stationed there, and all of this other stuff. But it led me down into thinking like, man, everything seems super chaotic right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we are quietly in what feels like quietly, right? In a war or multiple situations. We got our chest out everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Mexico, the cartel boss in Mexico just got killed. Who knows what's really about to happen within the world? Gas prices was 330 2 days ago. I mean, it's back down to like 299. So and back down is not even where it used to be. What was it when we before all this stuff started?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's back down to 299, but I think it's gas prices went up like somewhere like 70 cents in a week and a half, but I mean it's since gone down to 30 cents or so. But everything just feels chaotic. But I watch the people in my circle. It doesn't feel like um, it's affecting anybody really. Like we all kind of have our opinion about the things, but it's not really affecting what's going on inside our homes. And so I wanted to uh, just kind of talk about like what y'all feel about the temperature and the climate of things right now. Like, do you guys feel like it's chaotic, and in what spaces?
Yeah, it's chaotic, bro. One of the things that I know that I kind of stray away from is watching so many different videos online about the war because you don't really know what's AI or what's real, like a real actual account on social media or not. So I don't even be paying attention. I just wait until, it's a hey, it's confirmed so and so did this from like multiple major news outlets to let me know exactly what's really going on. Um I just stay I stay grounded from, just kind of taking my mind off of that. I get away, go run, go work out, go do something. But yeah, it's chaotic, bro. Like them gas prices ain't. I mean, I don't know where you saw 299 at, bro. That's why I was looking like, where you see that at? Because everything over here that I'm passing up, is 330s now. And I know
Mhm.
it's went down just a tad, but you know, all the effects of this war with Iran, it's sooner or later if it keeps going on, it's gonna hit a little harder than what it's been. So truthfully, it hasn't bothered me as much, but I think sooner or later them gas prices will eventually everybody will start feeling them.
I mean, it's been chaotic for a while now. It's been chaotic since this new administration is coming into play. I have to be honest.
Facts.
Um, this is not something that is surprising at all. Uh, the writing was pretty much on the wall. It's been a lot of movement and things that have been happening that have made no sense on a national standpoint. From a national standpoint, but it does make sense if you want to affect certain things globally in your favor. So, and I hate to be one of those guys that say you got to do your own research, but like Tony said, man, there's so much misinformation out here that people really have to go dig deep and understand, exactly what's going on to be able to formulate their own opinions on this. It's a lot. It's a lot going on, man. This whole thing with Iran is not. It's not anything new. I mean, this is the same story that we've heard in our adolescence. This is the same story we've heard, prior to that. It seems like there's a thing about them because they hold a lot of power and a lot of weight within that oil industry. That's just pretty much what it sounds like, and and
Yep.
you know ultimately affecting them and how they move their oil will affect some of the other countries that rely on it, more particular China. So China kind of pretty much relies on, or they get a bulk of their oil from that area. So I don't know if that's playing like a certain role in them moving the way that they're moving. But the whole thing about Trump and moving, and I don't want to make this a thing about him, but it seems like his actions are unabated. It's just forth going, no interaction or no interference from our Congress. It's just, hey, this man can do whatever you want. There's no checks and balances, no nothing. He can just do it, and then everything is fine. And not to mention the the Israeli aspect of it, which is a very touchy subject for a lot of people in its own right, that you have to tread lightly with. It's just a lot of things going on um, that we have to be mindful of. But at the end of the day, man, we always say, dude, like, I gotta go get my chicken, bro. Uh, I can be aware of current events. I can understand exactly what's going on, but at the end of the day, man, I have to go answer these emails that I told you guys about
Right.
earlier. I still have to go do that. I still got to make sure my wife is fine. I still got to make sure that my dog is good, my house is well, everything is moving and flowing like it should be. Um, this too, like any other thing that we've been through, will pass. I know we're millennials, bro, and everybody. It's so funny, man. I remember the older generation used to look at us like we were lazy when we were in school and blah blah blah. But we've been able to endure a lot of stuff. We done
Man.
moved forward on a lot of stuff. We have been able to take what situation we were in and then multiply it for us, because our situation growing up wasn't the same situation as the previous generation. Especially the ones that
Mhm.
were telling us that, hey, you go to school, you're gonna get a job. That worked for y'all. That didn't actually work for us, because when we got out of school, the job market was shit, and around that time, that's when the bubble had burst with the
Yep.
housing market. So everything was just in shambles around that time that we got out of school. But we weathered the storm. We got through it. This is, to me, this is just another thing for us to weather from a millennial standpoint. That we just gotta, hey man, hey, we're gonna deal with it. If it affects us directly, we're gonna deal with it, and then keep it pushing, just like we did everything else, man. Like, we're hardened, bro. I don't think people understand how hardened millennials are. We're hardened, bro. Like, it's nothing that can't phase us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we keep 10 toes down on everything. We're gonna voice our opinion about everything, and it doesn't matter who it is that's giving us their take, or who's trying to let us know how we are. We're gonna give you what we think as well. We're not gonna sit idle, but at the end of the day, we got to take care of our stuff, and
Yep.
that's just what the bottom line is. We are all, if not 40, we're approaching 40. That's a whole new ball game for us too. You know
Yep.
what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, that's a whole new decade of more life to live, in a different tax bracket, different age range, different body health when it comes to these knees and joints and stuff. Like, it's some stuff, it's things that
Yeah.
we have to make sure that we're good with. And hey man, we'll tackle that if it's on our doorstep. We'll tackle it. But we'll I, I'm hoping, like Tony says, man. Tony says, man, you gotta vote locally. You gotta vote for your representation in your area. And I'm hoping that some of the things that that's been happening has propelled folks to understand that you have to actually do that to help with things that are happening nationally. You have to vote locally to help with things that are happening nationally. And if people can't see that by now, then I mean, I don't know, tell boys, man. you know, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Along with everything that's going on politically, like you mentioned something earlier, Tony. You were saying about being able to determine with the AI videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it feels so chaotic, bro, because we're in this war. The information that they push into us is the information that they want to push to us when they want to push it to us and things like that. But then you also have those videos going around and it just seems like it's a bunch of people like I mean I casually go into the comments of some of them and bro, it's like I be trying to figure out how people have as much energy as they do to get into some of the conversations that they do on social media to like, you know what I'm saying? Like get into some of the what do they call it? Doom scrolls that
Yeah.
that that
Yeah.
people go bro, it like how do people how do you function with all of that happening and all of this stuff going on in social media, you know, like these kids are doing what they want to do in school, you know, like all these different districts are shutting down it like not districts but the schools in the districts are shutting down. It's a lot of stuff going on, bro. It's a lot of stuff happening. But yeah, I again, I'm just more so grateful that everybody is you know moving how and it's not touching anybody that's close to me. Like you said, Steve, it's like life still goes on. Things still have to move. Things still have to happen. Um, but yeah, I'm nervous as to what the future looks like.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, that's normal. To think about the future, like, oh, damn, what the future really look like. Because in my opinion, man, once COVID happened, like a lot of things just changed. Like we've witnessed, 9/11 that changed, day to day life and a lot of day to day things for us as humans, bro. Well, us in America. And then COVID came along. That was another major change. I don't know if this war is going to be another change in that manner. It's looking like it's headed towards that way if it doesn't stop. But, you know, we survived. Like Steve said, hey, man, us as millennials, we've been through some things. Like, we've been through some things. I think we'll eventually get through it, but what change is gonna come out of it? That's more so, what I'm looking forward to is like, okay, what change is coming out of it? And not to mention, I mean, I touched on AI, but the things that people, these companies are doing with AI, man, I'm starting to, really, really, really think about, career wise, what's everybody really gonna be looking like? Cause man, you can write prompts for a lot of these AI chatbots and come up with a lot of different stuff on how to do jobs, how to do this, how to do that. And the companies, they're the ones creating these AIs. What is that gonna do for the job market? You know what I'm saying? Like and Ray, as you say, it's a bunch. It's a bunch. So
I,
I'm more so thinking about it in those terms, like, okay, what the future is really gonna look like. Not necessarily nervous, but like how can I get prepared for the future.
I think when it comes to AI, I think human interface is still top notch. The gift the gab, the understanding folks' emotions, understanding their perspectives. and then able to relay to them the significance of something that you're trying to offer. I think that's a unspoken and unwritten skill that I think is still pertinent um, uh, within corporate America. I think AI is just like any other tool. To me, AI is kind of like Bluebeam. It's kind of like AutoCAD. It's kind of like Excel. To me, it's just another tool for you to use. And if you understand how to use it and use it to your benefit, you can stay relevant within your work field. Because at the end of the day, if you are as good as you believe that you are at what you do, that won't replace you. It won't. It won't. But if you use it as help on the job,
Yeah.
it'll make you look like a rock star. But you gotta
But here's the
understand
thing.
how to you
See,
gotta understand how to use it. You gotta understand how to
right.
use
But here's the thing. Those people that you're mentioning, that's only going to be a select
Select.
few. We're talking when I say job market, I'm not talking about necessarily career like us, with a degree and doing it's going to affect us, in some kind of way. But I'm talking about like we're already seeing it replacing at Walmart's, fast food joints. Like we're already seeing like automated stuff happening that's taking away jobs. Now
yeah,
you finna add in
that
now
have
you
way
finna add in the AI on top of that.
yeah, but you gotta get skills. You gotta
I
get
agree.
skills. I mean, that's always been a thing, man. Every
Yeah, I
it's been
agree.
you have to be skillful. You have to be skillful to be a functioning member of society. We've always said that. You have to have a set of skills.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
flipping burgers is not a set of skills. It's not deemed a set of skills.
Respectfully.
No,
No,
that ain't a
respectfully.
skill. Customer service is a skill, but flip
Nobody cares about customer service no more. These
why
these
they
these
don't?
folks these folks don't want to talk to people. They be happy that they could go to the little pad at McDonald's and order
Man,
and pick it up. How
customer
many
service is
people
still
use
a
door?
thing.
How many people use they people try to act like it is, but they just spend a lot of time complaining. But these companies don't care. You ordered off DoorDash. Like, okay, you mad? I'll
What?
send you another
Okay,
one.
you only
That
talking
ain't
about customer service within the food industry. I'm talking
well.
about customer service. Period. How you are handling a customer within
Food,
your career field is always going to be a thing, bro.
Right.
my company has already put in a AI bot where when you call into service, the AI bot answers the phone and pretty much distributes your call to like if you calling for something that can be like handled, they're gonna transfer you over to that department or whatever it is. They've already started trying to like figure out how to use it. So I mean, you need customer service, but for a lot of things you need customer service for specific things like maybe it's a specific department that doesn't house a bunch of employees, you know what I'm saying. So
Well,
I agree with you that it's needed. I just don't think that it's needed on the level that where a lot of people aren't going to be affected by it.
Hold on, guys, man. We got some chats. You got my homeboy Webster in the chat. What he say? First off, he says, "I see y'all shining." His second message is Walmart need to be automated. Only two cashiers. He said that's why he goes to Ace Hardware for customer service, and he said those AI bots be hella frustrating.
I
mhm.
mean,
So so
they definitely do.
while I do agree with you, Tony, that customer service is still a big part of our world. Um, it still doesn't trump having a particular set of skills. I mean, that's just one set of skills,
No,
but you got
that's what I'm saying. Like that's
yeah,
still a skill. That's all I was saying. Like it's still a skill. Like flipping burgers ain't a skill, but when you're working in the fast food, you're learning customer service. You're learning how to respond to customers and how to do the right thing. Because in the end, still it's my job. Like people call, they want to know this, they want to know that. I have to be able to respond in an appropriate way. If I never learned that, then ain't nobody gonna want to call me. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna be a person that's gonna, handle situations correctly with my human to human interaction.
So
So
what
you
you
gotta learn it somewhere.
so
What
that's
if
what
you
you said.
showed up? What if you showed up to McDonald's and a robot was flipping your burger?
The robot that's probably gonna end up happening while you playing.
No, I mean, I'm just like they can the things that they can automate. People don't care that much about customer service in a lot of different industries where it's not even a big thing. They just want to get it's got to be quick. They want to get it done. What do I need to get it done? That's it.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. It's a for me. I think it's more of a it's a trend, that's heading in that particular direction. But I do think that there's still a healthy amount of Americans, in particular, that value good customer service, and I think it kind of starts or kind of ends with our generation because I'm still one that if I call AT&T, I don't want to talk to I don't want to talk to the automated nothing. I want to talk to someone on the phone. I want to talk to Robert or Sarah. I don't want to talk to. We can help you with the press one or two. No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to somebody. Um, so I still think, and even with my wife, she has some skills. She has some skills in the medical field, but that customer service element as a nurse is essential for her line of work. It's essential. It's big, uh, because not only do you have to be familiar with the medical procedures or what you have to do to triage these patients and help them out and all the things like that. You also have to be able to handle family, handle the actual patient, keep them calm, let them know what's going on, let them know what's the next steps in the procedure, keep them abreast of what's going on, and have them maintain a level of calm throughout the whatever procedure that their family member is going through. So I do agree with both of you guys. I think that some people kind of just want to get things done, but I also believe that there's still room and there's still a space for quality human interface, human interaction,
Yeah.
uh, with good customer service, good front facing actions that I think that it's going to kind of die off with millennials because I think everybody uh, past our generation just interacting with each other online, and they're not really interacting with each other in real life. Uh,
We saw that happening like when we were in college. Like we saw the beginning of it. Because remember how boys would be like, man, like, 'cause, well, I mean, we were still in that generation where, like, hey, we're gonna get this girl number, get this number, get these numbers, and then we saw it slowly shifting to, man, I wonder what's her Instagram. I'm gonna try to get her, try to hit in the DMs, and I was like, what,
but,
what we talking about
What?
here?
that's what I said earlier, bro. Like I
Like,
think for us, bro, for us, I gotta be honest, dog. We used it as a tool. It was a tool, dog.
tool, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
hey, yeah,
Yeah.
bro. It was a tool. Like, all right, if I ain't catch her, if I ain't catch her at the MSC,
Oh,
I ain't catch her at the
yeah.
library. If I ain't catch, you know what I'm saying, I can send her that that Facebook joint. But then, when I eventually see her though, it ain't finna be like I'm walking around and like I don't want to talk to her. Like I shot her
Yeah.
stuff on that
fast.
mug, and then when I run up on her, get her isolated from the herd. Then we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
collaborate.
Yeah.
You know,
Isolation from
But
the
see,
you
herd.
know what I'm saying?
love it.
Yeah.
That's how it go, bro. Like so, I said, man, all this shit is just tools, bro. Like everybody should look at these things as pluses. They shouldn't be scared of them. They should, the whole thing about us and being humans is that we are fit to adapt. We are fit to adapt as long as we maintain an open mind and understand that we always are constantly learning. We're constantly learning. An old dog can learn new tricks, and that's the thing I think that makes millennials one of the preeminent generations. That we are transitioning to old dogs, but we're still learning the new stuff. We're still keeping our minds open to
Hell,
learning new things that are coming up within technology, within life skills, things like that. We're still more malleable to be more trendy when it comes to new things that come up that might be able to help our lives out than I think previous generations, man. So that's why for us millennials, I ain't scared of nothing that comes. I know we gonna adapt. We gonna make it happen because we've been adapting since 2002. You
yeah.
know, when all
Ever
this stuff,
since,
Mhm.
when
ever
all the
since,
cars and stuff start happening.
ever
But
since 9/11,
bruh,
it's been different
2001,
since
for us.
since 2000. No,
yeah, 2000,
Oh
Y2K.
yeah, Y2K.
Y2K was
Y2K,
the
But
Y2K.
then nothing really happened with Y2K. The time just went over.
yeah. Absolutely nothing
Yeah, nothing,
happened.
nothing truly happened. Time just went over. Like we saw major changes. How we go to the airport, like all of that has changed since 9/11.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, man, I
But
I
it's
don't know, Ray. You asked me how would I feel if I saw a machine making my burger. I'm gonna ask you a question. You need something done on your car. You want to talk to a human or do you want to talk to a machine? And before you answer, hold on, before you answer, just know I know how you coming when you need something done for your car. So let me know who you want to talk to.
Yeah, no. My answer is always going to be I want to talk to a human, Tony. I'm a people
Yeah,
person. You know that. Like I
yeah.
I I like dealing with people. I mean, I'm in sales, so I deal with people face to face. I'm the type of person that y'all know in the group chats. I'm not even active, but that's just because I'm on the
On the
phone all. You
phones.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I like to pick up the phone and call people. Don't text me if you want to get something done. Pick up the phone and call me. So I'm always gonna go to a live human in every situation. I hate that they got the things at McDonald's now, the little order pads at McDonald's. I hate DoorDash. Because when I was bartending, DoorDash drivers they don't even want to talk to you. They just walk up and show you the phone. I'm like, bro, get that phone out my face. What do you need? You know what I'm saying? Like it got to that point. Like especially with a lot of the foreigners, they just walk in there and no offense, they just walk in there and throw the phone in your face. I'm like, slap that phone out your face. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like I get frustrated with that kind of stuff. So I'm always gonna pick the front facing side of it. But just
my bad, guys. We got some more chats, brother. I
oh,
Oh,
didn't
no
mean
heard that.
problem.
Let's go. No, no,
nah,
no. That's what we. Let's get it.
yeah, but Lil Webster is back at it again. He was like, what he said, IDK Ray, in your industry, people want to talk to you. And he also said that AI does exactly what you said. It keeps the line moving. And he also said that PV uses AI to get you a FAQ answer, but you still can talk to an actual person. So it's kind of it's
Yeah.
a tool.
Yeah.
hmm
And he was saying he said that he watched his younger coworker use AI to write a basic email. They're just using it as a tool, man. If
hmm
if I can provide or if I can look at this and have AI do it, and I can provide more thought to something else, a more important problem, then hey, that's something I have no problems with it. That's something I'll do. You know what I'm
I,
saying? Because it frees up my mind to not have to worry about the little things and take and full fledged take on the big ones. You know, a simple email. Well, I don't care. I mean, I know how to write an email though, but but I ain't mad at the I ain't mad at the young joker throwing the email and get and trying to get it reworded into a professional manner, man. Everybody ain't been out here that long. We've been out in this work field for forever. So, but yeah, man, so.
I still throw an email in AI. What you talking about?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just, it's a tool, dog. You just got, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. I use AI. I like it as a tool. I'm just I guess my and I say nervous. I'm not truly nervous. It's just the temperament of like there are people who don't just use it as tools. You know what I'm saying? There are people who use it for other things. And I guess that's where the uncertainty comes. I guess that's the word I use is uncertainty. In those areas. The rest of it is just, the natural progression of how things should go. And I'm
So,
again, I utilize the tool.
so do you guys think people are becoming too dependent on technology? Because I think
Yeah.
a moving ship. I don't think that ship is ever gonna sink. I
I,
think
I,
that's going forward.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think people will eventually get too dependent on technology. Like the analogy that you gave, well, not the analogy, the situation that you gave was, hey, let me go ahead and give the AI, the chat bot this so I can focus on something else. Which is cool. That's what we should be doing. But is everybody truly doing that? Is everybody saying, all right, I'm gonna focus on something else? No, they're just like, oh, I can have him do it for me, and because I don't want to do it.
Hmm.
And
You
see,
know what I'm saying?
that's
It
yeah.
becomes that thing, oh, I don't want to do it, so I'm gonna just let the chat do it. That's where it's gonna start progressing into. And I think that's just a natural, thing as a society in total, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, man, maybe because I'm looking at it from my perspective. I don't think in my industry or my field, you can't just give it. You can't just give a prompt to Chat GPT or whatever one
Nah,
AI Gemini. You can't just give it to them and then expect for them to plop out whatever it is that you're trying to do.
it'll
Uh,
take a long time. You'd have to literally, because I had like there's some stuff that I'm working on, and my prompts are like long as hell. Like I'm literally, hey, I have told, my chat GTP has a name. You know what I'm saying? Like call my Knox. You know what I'm saying? So I've have Knox at the level where he has all these documents. He knows all these procedures I gotta follow. I've told him this is how I am. This is who I am. This is how I work. I tell him, hey, this is how you're gonna. If I give you something, you don't need to agree. I need you to challenge the thought. Like that's the kind of thing that I have been doing. It,
damn,
if you don't know to do that,
damn.
then you're just gonna end up using it as a crutch. But like now it's thinking with me and not thinking for me. It you can get it to, you know, kind of challenge your thinking, like, oh, this is how you were doing it. Did you think about this? And that's what, I kind of have it doing, like, oh, did you think
Oh
about
shit.
this? Did you think about that? Well, how about thinking about changing this so you can hit this, this, and this, and this? Those are the things that you got to do with those prompts.
I
Like
don't even, man. I don't even use it like
A-
that.
AI can be as powerful as you want it to be, but you have to know to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look, I ain't finna sit here and say, yeah, I've been doing all of this. Now, it took me a little while to kind of understand it. Like, I would use it and I would only have, a few prompts. And then it's like, okay, them few prompts not working. Talk to some people. Oh, you got to add in a bunch of stuff. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, and then it starts, clicking like, oh, wow, I got a lot to do if I really wanted to work in the way that I want it to. It's a whole different ball game now.
Man, you know what I use it for? I use it to find me part numbers for stuff that I'm trying to throw into a bill of material. Like,
Hmm.
find me this part number and give me the description of that part. Like, find me the cut sheet for this part number. Or I use it for, so if I don't want to go into the NEC book and find the appropriate article for whatever it is that I need to discuss, I'll just say find this article discussing conductor sizes or something like that. I have not had it. I guess I'm underutilizing it because so I needed to find me things very very quickly because I don't want to be
Yeah,
pondering
and
on
that,
things too long. And
and
so
that makes sense. And that's
Yeah.
a good way. That's a good way to use it. But when it comes time, when it comes your time, when you like, all right, oh, what I'm working on is going to require more than just quick searches. That's when you're going to be almost kind of like forced to say, okay, I need to have an extra thinking hand here if I'm not going to be relying on another human. Like if I have, like if this is given to me and I have to like work through it, then that's when you're going to be like, okay, I got to
Yeah.
build these
Yeah.
prompts and I can, go through X, Y, Z. But it becomes that way, and hopefully people will use it the right way. My thing is now is much more, kind of how you're saying, not to say that you're not focused on something else, because I know you want to answer quick so you can get to something else. A lot of people are just using these chat bots to just be lazy. I'm gonna be honest, because like even in grad school, man, like we had the conversations about using chat bots, and I've noticed, like, I don't always agree with what the chat put what it gives out, and that's just on some. The assignment say type this into the chat box, and then you critique what it says, and it's like I don't agree with what this chat box saying, bro. Like I didn't put it in Copilot, I didn't put it in ChatGPT, I didn't put it in Gemini. I don't agree with none of them saying. It just be like that. They don't have the emotion that we as humans have, and that's where I do kind of agree with what you're saying. Like that emotion that we have, that human element is always going to be the major factor in which I don't think that AI will ever be able to top. But it's just people are going to continue to start being lazy and use it as a crutch instead of using it as a partner or a tool.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a crutch. It is definitely a crutch for most people. I have nothing to add to that because that that's how most people utilize it, just for basic stuff that they can really do on their own. Not many people talk to their AI. Like you say, you can have conversations with it, tell it about yourself, and it'll essentially try to, respond as you would. Oh, my AI be like, well, here, let me make this response here. I'll send you something charismatic, funny, blah, blah, whatever, all of the attributes that it thinks I am. And it'll respond, that way. But you got to take time to do that.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know how many people really doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, y'all get y'all AI asses up out of here, man. I don't. Find me my part. I know everything. Find my part, bro.
I
Find the
get
part.
you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, make verify my part, and then I can keep it pushing. But in getting back to the whole thing about chaos, is there anything that you guys see that could be chaotic for us in the foreseeable future? Is there something that you're seeing coming other than, and I'll say other than potentially World War III, which which everybody seems to be putting the world on notice that that might possibly be a thing, which I think is not good for us at all. Is there anything else that you guys see that might prove to be a bit tumultuous for us moving down the line? We're
Uh,
in our 40s, so this is the 40s decade.
People moving to Houston? Nah, I'm playing. Continuously moving to Houston. We full
That's real.
blast now.
That's real.
Uh,
No, that's real.
man, you know, gosh, man,
you
I
saying
go.
you saying something that may be that for us in particular? Are you
Not just that,
saying
bro. Just in general. However you
In
want to
gen-
answer that. However you want to
I
answer
think
it.
our global climate, bro. I think that's you know, I I don't really like we have a hurricane season, we have a winter, and all of that good stuff. But like, man, seeing like how hard some of these winters have been coming has been, a little. I've just thought about it differently. Like the one that's going on that just happened in Northeast. Like, bro, they were shut down, and they always get a hard. a harsher winter than we're accustomed to here in the South. But even us, man, we've had some pretty harsh winters ourselves. The past 5 years that like we broken records. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I think that's one thing.
Well, for me, man, I think I don't know. For me, the one thing that scares me uh, about us moving forward is uh, the inconsistency or the vagueness of folks' moral compass.
Hmm.
There's starting to be a lot of guys or a lot of people that are advocating for things that were once completely and utterly frowned upon. Now you got guys that are more vocal about uh, child stuff. You got more people that are more free about showing their goods and stuff all online. The morality of the nation as a whole, I think, is something that's going to this put us in a bind. And Tony, y'all laugh at me when I say I'm going to be the old guy saying get off my lawn because I'm going to have a moral code that I think is going to be when we get older is going to be classified or viewed as an old man's code. It's not going to be something that I think that people are going to look at as the end all be all the hard line where people will stop. It's a lot of things going on right now that I do not like. It's a lot of even when it comes to um, men and women and identifying as this and identifying as that. There's just so much wayward talk or word gymnastics when it comes to certain things to where when people coming up behind this will look at some of these things that everybody's saying and it'll be deemed as normal for folks coming behind us when that shit was never normal for us before us, during us, or whatever. So that's the thing that kind of scares me about where we are right now. People are saying, especially when you got things going on like with these Epstein files, when you find out things that certain people were doing, certain, they were all on board, the old mofos on board with certain things. Like, and then you see things online where people are defending some of these actions. You hear people saying things that are just totally outlandish and wild, dude. Like before you know it, you'll probably see people saying that deleting folks isn't a bad thing, or things like that. So, Tony, you said this
Right.
before. You said that when we talked about gender roles, I don't mean to take it to gender roles, but when you said when we talked about gender roles and maintaining blue for boys, pink for girls, I remember you were saying that, hey man, we keep these things in line so we don't muddy the waters. I remember you saying that on a podcast that we've done a while ago. We keep these things or these double standards. That's what it was because we
Yeah,
don't
double
want to
standard.
muddy the waters. And I think the waters are getting very much so muddy with the outlook of not only some of the older folks that are trying to changing up their stances, but these young mofos. So I I don't have any kids yet, man, but I know for me, when we do decide to start having kids, man, I just hope that they don't find uh, solace in that particular world. They know that what I'm teaching is of sound mind, sound body, and it's just I'm coming from a good place, and I hope that that he or she doesn't get influenced by all this ambiguity when it comes to what is cool and what is not cool. You know what I'm saying? So that is really and the dollar not being worth nothing, the American dollar not being worth nothing. That's the thing that scares the shit out of me too. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
The morality thing, bro. A part of me just feels like um that type of chaotic stuff has. I mean, look at the Epstein files. That type of chaotic stuff has been happening. But I'm with you on the youth and like what they get from it, because uh, although I feel like that stuff been happening, like we only had like our little vacuum until we got to college and got Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It was like we could only see what was on the news. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have a social media where it's like 24-hour exposure. It don't matter what time of day it is, it can get posted, it can get viewed. You know what I'm saying? People can comment and have a real time conversation on this post. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't have that available. So I feel like it was like essentially kept away from us in a good way. But I guess the part that makes me a little nervous and with having little small kids is that like it's like readily available for them. You know what I'm saying? They can see all of this stuff happening. So they feel all of these things. They see the school shootings. They see the blatant racism in some areas. You know what I'm saying? They see the people getting deleted. They seeing all of this stuff in real time, more than what we seen it. But then on top of that, people they seeing people's reaction and how people handle it. But I guess the portion that like it helps me to stay sane about that is like I take my kids to church. You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure that I'm talking this stuff in the house and I'm being effective with it. We not just like talking about serious stuff. I'm trying to have fun with you. I'm just trying to be a better parent and more active than my parents was. You know, again, nothing wrong with how they did things. We just we supposed to get better every generation. I feel like the same millennials who have children now are raising some pretty dope kids. At least that group of kids is gonna be fine. But I do worry about their exposure to other kids. But a lot of man, it's crazy. A lot of people homeschooling their kids
Mm.
and going to all types of charter schools as alternatives. So people are just a lot more intentional with their children than I think that our parents were, which is something that's solid and makes me feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah, because they don't want to sabotage these babies because it's so many things that can pull them in different directions out here, man. There's so many
Mm-hmm.
things that can pull them in different directions. So
Yeah.
we weren't exposed to that as kids. Like you said, we were outside, playing basketball. And I had a conversation with my mom about it, man. I wasn't worried about much of anything in high school. I was worried about going to class and making it to practice, playing football. I mean,
I
you mess
mean,
with the girls or whatever, but it wasn't nothing,
when
deep.
did my bad? When did Columbine happen?
Oh,
I think that was 2000 and
That was in high school, right?
I think that
no,
was
no,
in high
no, no,
school for
no, that
us.
was I think, oh man, that might
It's
have
no
been,
2009 maybe.
no, that was
Was
No,
not
no, no. It was
Columbine?
2009.
way before
Hell,
2009.
hell no. That
Was
was in the
we were
90s,
what?
I think.
It
Nah.
wasn't,
I think it was in the 90s.
because the only reason why I asked, because Steve, when you say
Yeah, it
that,
was in the 90s. It was in 99
okay,
1999.
okay. So
Dang.
here's the thing: the reason, and I hate to cut you off, but this, um, ain't
We
said that in a
back.
long time. But nah, the reason why I say that because you was like, man, in high school we ain't have to worry about that. Like that was the first time that we truly had like a school shooting like that was Columbine. Now, bro, it be school shootings going on, and man, that shit don't even make the news sometimes, bro.
It's
we
crazy.
looked
It's
at
just
when we
wild, man.
we looked at Columbine like happening, and Columbine was in a small little, you know what town.
Yeah,
So we was just like, oh, like I can remember thinking back like, oh, that was supposed to happen, or that's only gonna happen there. Never thinking that it would happen to us.
bro. Then
What
it's happening, and it's just happening at a rate where you're at like we're all at a point that now we're saying, oh, we have to do this, this, and this in our schools to protect our kids,
Yeah,
and it goes back to kind of Steve, in my opinion, Steve's moral compass. Like these people say, yeah, we love our kids, but man, y'all ain't making no other concessions, but you know. let's not limit guns. We're gonna keep guns. Kids, man, teachers already got to deal with enough to teach the students. Now you're saying you want to arm teachers. Now you're saying you want to do that. Like the moral compass of how we fix problems is insane to me. Like it is because people are after more power and more money. Those that are making, the decisions, bro. Because in no way in hell, you know, the, the Epstein files, bro. Ain't no way in hell there's not a lot of people in jail like right now. Like this is more, and then we think about how that's gonna affect our, the generation behind us. What is that telling them? You get rich, you get powerful, you ain't got to deal with nothing. I don't care what it is. That's essentially what you're telling them. Because not what else? Because a smart motherfucker gonna ask you, well, isn't that wrong? And everybody would say yes. So why didn't anything happen? Then what you gonna say? What's your response to that?
Exactly.
Hmm.
It's a weird time, man. It's a very, very, very much so weird time. Uh, um, get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn, straight up.
Get off my lawn.
Straight
Get
up, bro.
off my lawn, bro. Straight up.
Did Tony get kicked off?
Nah, Tony phone died. I think
Oh
that's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
'cause he's stuck. But
yeah,
man, we can go ahead and wrap this up, man.
yeah, yeah.
Is there anything you want to leave the people, Ray?
Uh, yeah, man. Just now's the time to just ground yourself, man. Ground yourself in oh, there you go. Ground
Yeah.
yourself in the things that you know. If I see anything consistent in the people around me, is that there's something that you do that keeps you at the ground level that you want to be at. For you Tony is running and doing all the stuff that you do. Steve, you play your video games and keep stay grounded that way. You know what I'm saying? um Whatever it is that you do, just lean more into it, man. Start making some positive sacrifices to get some forward movement, man, because things are gonna happen and they're gonna happen real fast. And one thing you gotta do is, like you said, Tony, be prepared. Be prepared. It'll make it a whole lot easier.
Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There is. Is that what you want to leave the people with, Tony?
Yeah, that's all I
Yeah,
got.
that's all you got. There is a quote credited to a person by the name of Sun Tzu that says, "In the midst of chaos, there's also opportunity."
Hmm.
Meaning, in the midst of craziness and folks moving in there and in so many different directions, there's opportunity for innovation and moving forward. There's opportunity for growth within that frame. So if anybody that's been watching this feels like their world in particular is chaotic at the moment, just look at that as an opportunity to grow and to innovate, to change, to pivot
Hmm.
and make your moves from there, man. Uh this concludes another episode of the Millennial Mayhem podcast. Hey, y'all, don't forget, we're gonna cut this up, man. Don't forget to like and like, subscribe, comment, all the rest of that stuff. Not only do you need to comment on and like this, but you also got to get up and get back in there and you know what I'm saying, like I cut up videos, things like that, man.
Go
Also
to the YouTube.
go to the YouTube, man. And don't forget to follow the IG. That's Millennial Mayhem HOU. And that HOU stand for H time, man. Stay down. We will catch up with y'all on another day.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace.